Ready, fire, aim.
Shoot.
Gina, what a joy to be talking with you in this new venue at Casa Mañana.
Thank you
the
so
Dome.
much. Thank you for graciously inviting me.
Desperate Measures. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Will you be here tonight for
I
opening?
will be here for
And
opening
that's,
night.
That's all we
yes.
can ask for. It is a fun romp. And the story takes place with 6 players. We have AKA Susanna, Sister Helena. We have Johnny Blood. We have Sheriff Marty. We have our priest. And we have our governor. And then we have myself here, the saloon girl, Bella. And hopefully it will bring lots of laughter and hummable tunes to everybody as they leave Casa Mañana this evening and throughout the week.
The Western setting should be very attractive to Casa audiences.
You would think here in Fort Worth. We're hoping. It really is. It's just 2 hours of hopefully people just laughing and stomping their feet and walking out of here at intermission, humming a couple of tunes, and walking out the door, humming a couple of tunes. So we'll see. We're hoping for it. We previewed up in Lyric stage up in Irving to some pretty nice reviews and pretty wonderful crowds up there in Irving. Thank you for all of those who saw it up there. But if you didn't catch it there, come down to Casa Mañana and see it down here in Fort Worth.
Are the writers Texans?
No, they're not. They're both from New York. Peter Kellogg is from New York, and David Friedman is also from Manhattan. So we're very fortunate and very lucky to have them here and to have this new piece that we get to perform for you and not be compared to anybody else because no one has done it yet. So we're real excited about that. And Peter and David will be here again this evening, which is so much fun to have a project that you can work on in a workshop and in a rehearsal process, stage it up at Lyric, hear an audience, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then have Cheryl Denson, we kind of, our director, we revamped everything again yesterday, kind of cleaned stuff up. And what an opportunity in a new work and in a run, a short run that we have, that we've been teasing our national tour. We came from Irving and now we're here in Fort Worth. But you know, we get to work with our director again and she gets to clean up stuff and see what's worked and what's not worked. And that's the beauty of a new work and the artistic value of that. And we're so thrilled that Casa and Lyric and Stephen Jones up at Lyric and Denton Yockey here at Casa are so willing to take the risk of doing new projects like that.
How did they happen to choose Lyric Theater in Irving to premiere the work?
Well, Stephen and Denton have also become pretty good friends, and I'm grateful for the work that Stephen has given me. And we're trying to support the arts groups around us, which is so important. And doing a co-collaboration, I think, is a really good idea. It cuts down on the cost, and it's a new project, so it doesn't really have legs yet. So these two gentlemen have really given, I think, some good legs to Peter Kellogg's and David Friedman's project, some good stuff.
Is it their hope to take it to Broadway?
Wouldn't that be nice? It would be fabulous. That would be a dream come true. I'm sure Peter and David would love that, and Stephen and Denton would love that. I'm sure the company of players would love that. Yeah, why not? That would be a pretty neat ride. It's been a pretty fun journey. And can I mention the cast of characters? We have Dara Whitehead playing Helena, and Ron Gonzalez playing the sheriff, and Brad Jackson playing our priest. And then we have Bradley Campbell playing our governor, and Jimmy Nelson, who I also get to kiss in this show. My children are so thrilled that Mommy gets to kiss somebody else in another production. But Jimmy Nelson is playing Johnny Blood, and then of course myself playing Bella. So we've got a company of performers that are just incredible on that stage. And like I've said, and I can't probably say it enough, but the words of Peter Kellogg and the music of David Friedman just free us all up to do what we love to do.
Bella surely has a big number. What is her big number?
Oh, she has a hot number that she gets to do towards the end of Act 1, and then I have a lovely duet that I get to do with Jimmy Nelson, our Johnny Blood, and then I get to really do some great musical numbers with all 6 of us, which is a lot of fun.
Tell me about the hot number.
Ooh, she's very hot. She is so hot, it is just so hot inside that she just doesn't know what to do with herself. So she relieves herself of the heat in any way that she can. Play on words there. And we get to play around with the orchestra with that too, so it's a lot of fun. It's the only show within the show, which is kind of neat. So she's a character.
What is the title of that song?
It's just called Hot.
Oh, it's just
It's
hot.
just hot. It is so hot. But it's fun.
Okay. This is a very loosely based translation of Shakespeare's Measure for Measure. Is that a plus or a minus?
Oh, I think it's a definite plus. How can you beat William Shakespeare? It's already been, the foundation has already been laid out for you. I guess the only way to describe this 2-hour romp is that it is a romp where you're stomping your feet and you're laughing, and you come out of the show, I hope, feeling that it's a good feeling show. Everybody kind of gets a good feeling out of it, if that answers your question.
You had the lead in The Sound of Music, and you couldn't be going a more 180 from Maria to Bella. When you auditioned, did that enter into it at all, that you had played Maria?
Well, it's funny because they had me read for Sister Helena and they had me reading for Bella at the same time, which was okay. But it's exciting, and and I guess it made me feel very good as an actress to think that that could be played either way, which is always so nice. And thank you for saying that. Yes, Bella is 180 to 360 degrees away from Maria in The Sound of Music. But that's good. It's fun. She's very fun, and at this stage of my life, she's a pretty neat character that I get to play. And at this stage, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Well, this then begs the thought of what you possibly can do to follow this. Maria and Bella, and now what?
Then maybe Shakespeare. We could, stick that out there. But this is just so much fun, and we're so thrilled to be doing it, and we just hope that the patrons of Fort Worth come on out, and our Dallas comrades to support the arts, and that's why we're all here, and we can't thank you and Channel 5 and our board members and everybody else that really support this organization. And we just hope you come out and have a good time, because it's that kind of show.
Gina, thanks so much for your time. You're
Thank
a busy
you.
woman with children and busy husband and busy life, and thanks for making time for us.
Thank you. It's always so easy. In the hospital the day before with the flu, so he hadn't slept. He hadn't slept yesterday.
Yeah.
What time was the radio
We
interview?
got there at 6:45. I did it at 7. I was like, Ron, thank you so much.
These people in this, these guys are just wonderful.
Okay. You ready, Roy?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
All right. Gina, what is it audiences are enjoying about Desperate Measures?
They are enjoying the fact that they can sit there for 2 hours and laugh. They are just laughing.
Are the writers from Texas?
No, they're from New York, both of them, Peter Kellogg and David Friedman.
How did the writers happen to select Texas for the premiere of this work?
I think we have a really good talent base down here, and for a new project, it can be done inexpensively as opposed to maybe doing it in a bigger city.
Is it their plan to take it to New York?
Wouldn't that be wonderful? We sure do hope so.
All right. You couldn't have a bigger 180 arc than going from Maria in The Sound of Music to Bella in Desperate Measures.
Thank you for pointing that out so that the PTA doesn't have my hand for that. It's called acting.
Tell me about Bella's big numbers.
She has one big number at the end of Act 1 called Hot, and then I get the opportunity to sing on stage with the 6 other characters, and I have a wonderful duet with Jimmy Nelson in Act 2.
This is very, very loosely based on Shakespeare's Measure for Measure. Is that a plus or a minus?
Definitely a plus. How could you beat the foundation of William Shakespeare?
Okay. All right. Okay. I think that'll get it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
That's
Good.